to the first episode of my journey to zero waste. I am super excited for this video series. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, but I'm excited and I feel ready. So happy Earth Day to you guys. I thought it would be really cool for my first video on zero waste to go up on Earth Day. So let's get started. I first found out about zero waste from Bea Johnson. She has a blog, and I'm not even sure how I found it, how I stumbled across it, but once I found her blog, I was seriously addicted. I stayed up for hours reading her blog, learning about her lifestyle, and it really intrigued me because it was something, if somebody had just told me about zero waste without going into a lot of detail, I would have thought that is impossible. But after reading Bea Johnson's blog, she breaks it down in a way that makes it seem really practical and really doable. She does live a close to 100% zero waste lifestyle, and I'm not saying that I'm going to get to 100% zero waste, but I am definitely going to try to reduce my waste as much as possible. I would like to get to the point where my family creates very little waste, so that is my goal. In this first video, I wanted to talk to you guys about making the commitment to zero waste and being ready for that commitment. When I first decided to try this zero waste lifestyle, there were a lot of things that I needed to get. When you commit to not buying things that are packaged, you obviously need storage for the things that you are going to buy. You're no longer buying a box of cereal or a bag of flour. Like, you are buying things loose and in bulk, so you have to be prepared for that. The first thing that I did, let me pull them out. The first thing that I did was I made these bulk bags. So I have these in all different sizes. This is a medium, so I have some smaller than this and I have some bigger than this. It just has a simple drawstring. And these are really good for bulk items. Like, I can put flour and sugar in here. I can put chocolate chips. I can put, whatever I feel like I need to buy in bulk. They can go in these bags. They are washable. I don't care if these things get stained. That's what they're for. They're to hold food. So staining is not something that I worry about. The white cotton is thick enough to where powdery things like flour, they're not going to seep through. I mean, you obviously wouldn't want to fill this bag with flour and like toss it around, but as long as you're gentle with them, it should be completely fine. A lot of times I'll turn them inside out when I throw them into the washing machine just to make sure I get all of the part that was touching the food clean. Now, these bags are a little bit different than my cloth bags for bulk. These are kind of like a sheer netted material. And these I love for buying like fresh produce, fruits and vegetables. These can go straight into my refrigerator. So onions, bell peppers, apples, really anything, any produce item. I love to use these bags for those. The next thing that I made sure I had were glass jars. So you definitely are going to need some glass jars. You can use plastic containers if you would like to, or if you already have them, but I personally am not a huge fan of plastic. I really like glass. I bought a bunch of these big square glass jars, and these things are really good for things that I go through really quickly. I store my flour in these. I have one full of rice. Our family goes through a lot of rice. I think I found these at Target, and I think they were only like, I want to say like $6 or something. They're not expensive. These glass latch jars I use for pretty much everything else. They are airtight, your food will stay fresh, and they're glass, which I love. I got all of these at IKEA, and again, they are very affordable. So if you do not have glass storage jars, I would highly recommend Target or IKEA. Even Walmart has some. Something else that I bought were these glass pitchers. They have a silicone top. I love to make iced tea. I love to make lemonade. So I have a couple of these that I keep in my fridge. I don't have any iced tea or lemonade made right now, but these are really, really good for that. And again, I like that they're glass. These are from Walmart. Part of your first step of committing to zero waste is saying goodbye to disposable items. So I used to use paper towels all the time. No paper towels, no napkins, no disposable paper plates, no plastic silverware. Make sure that everything you're using are items that you can wash and reuse. So let me show you my solution to saying goodbye to paper towels and napkins. Here's what I did. So I went to Walmart and I bought a pack of these plain white washcloths. I believe it came with 18 washcloths and it was like $2 or $3. These things are very cheap, they're not like quality washcloths in any sense, but I use them strictly for cleaning. So I keep them in a drawer in my kitchen, and you can even put them in a cute basket and keep it by your sink if you like to have them kind of more in an area where your paper towels would have gone. But I am constantly grabbing one of these things to clean up spills, to wipe down my baby's high chair, to clean the countertops, really anything. I use these for everything. And I do not care if these get stained. They are not nice washcloths. They're strictly for my cleaning. Yeah, these are awesome. I might actually go buy another pack of 18 because you can never have too many cleaning rags. This is something that I'm super proud of. These replace paper napkins. And I made these a couple years ago. I'll try to put them closer up to the camera if you can see. I picked out a neutral fabric that I thought was cute, and I cut them and sewed them into the size of about a napkin. So these are perfect for, like, you know, if I bake cookies or anything, if you don't want to like use a whole plate, or if you're eating and you just need something to wipe your mouth with. Again, these, I feel like people are scared to use these. They're afraid that they're going to stain them or mess them up. They're afraid that they're like too nice to really use and get dirty and use as a napkin. But I'm telling you, these things, they have been used and washed, and I have not seen a single stain. And again, they're napkins, so I don't even care if they get stained. But these are awesome. I love them. They're super easy to wash. I just throw them in the washing machine, throw them in the dryer, and then I restock my napkin holder, and these things have worked really well. Plus, it's so fun because you can go to the fabric store, pick out any fabric you want, and make your own napkins that can coordinate with your house. If you care about stuff like that, I do. You can even get fun and mix seasonal napkins. Just an idea. Also, make sure that you're prepared when you are out on the go. I will admit that my husband and I got into a groove of buying water bottles, and we really need to break that habit. Obviously, we're gonna stop doing that. Be prepared if you need to take water out on the go. Make sure you have something reusable, glass, stainless steel, whatever you prefer. Another thing you're definitely going to need is reusable shopping bags. I have a few of these cloth type bags. This one from Trader Joe's is amazing. I have 2 of these. They are lined on the inside so they can keep things cold. But these are just big and sturdy, and I think they're like $6.99 at Trader Joe's. They are not expensive. So these I love. If you'll notice, basically I have started in the kitchen. So I feel like the majority of our waste is produced through the kitchen, through buying packaged food. I think that's where a lot of the trash accumulates. So that is where I'm going to be starting. I'm going to move beyond the kitchen, but I think for the beginning part of this series, I think this is the best place to start. I just really want you guys to know that these changes are practical. These are things that you can do. You can save money doing this. You can save a lot of stress doing this. I really believe that this can make your life simpler. Our American society, they tell us that we need more and more and more and more and more, and honestly, it clutters our houses, it clutters our minds. One thing that I have done since following Bea is I purge. I get rid of things. If I discover that I'm not using something, that I don't need something, I get rid of it, because less really is more. I promise you guys. So if you will commit with me to trying the zero waste lifestyle, step 1 is be prepared. Have what you need to store unpackaged items, to go out shopping and have what you need so that you're not using anything disposable. And then second is, I would challenge you this week to go through your home. If you want to start in your kitchen, that is great. That's a great place to start. But go through your home and find those things that you are not using, that you do not need. You know, you don't need 50 wooden spoons. You know, there's a lot of things, I'm sure, just in your kitchen alone that you could find that you do not need. So I would say this week, simplify, get rid of things. And next week, I will hit you with my very first change towards zero waste. I'm sorry if this video was long-winded. Thank you for listening to me. If you have any questions about this journey, please leave them below. I'm very excited. I can't wait to hear about you guys and what you guys think about this. And if you are ready to join me, this is something I also wanted to say. You do not have to be a hippie to live this way or to care about the earth. I think a lot of people have a stereotype. Even I am like semi-intimidated by like the hippie crowd. I don't do yoga, but you can care about the environment. It doesn't matter who you are, what type of lifestyle you live. You can care about the environment. You can make changes that will make a difference. So I just wanted to hit you with that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.